So for this session, we're going to go through collecting like terms. Top tip for watching the video, if you like to watch using subtitles or captions, please press this button. Okay, so the aim of this short video is to be able to collect like terms and simplify an equation. So we'll go straight in with an example. So we've got here, simplify 5x plus 2x, add 4y, subtract y. So what we want to do first is have a look at the different terms we've got. So we've got x's, x, y's and y's. So the way that I like to do this is draw a circle and square around the ones that we can match together. And I'm making sure that I'm taking in the add there as well. Now around the y's, I'm going to draw squares. It's just so that when I'm looking, it's super clear. So I can see there, I've got my y's together and I've got my x's together. So now all I need to do is 5x plus 2x, which is 7x, and then 4y minus y, which is 3y. So on this one, I'm going to do the same. So I've got x's and y's again. So I'm going to do circles around my x's, circle around this one as well, making sure I take in the minus, and then I'm going to do squares around the y's. Again, I've taken the minus in and I've taken the add in. So now I can do 3x minus 2x. So 3 minus 2 will give me 1x. Minus 5y, add 2y will give me minus 3y. Okay, let's have a look at the next slide. So we've got a few more examples here. So we've got 3x plus 6y minus x plus 6y. So I'm going to go straight in with my circles again and my squares. So you can either use this doing highlighters or different colour pens, whatever works for you, but it's so much nicer to be able to clearly see the difference. So I've got 3x minus x, so which gives me 2x plus 6y plus 6y gives me plus 12y. And then again here, now I've got a's and b's, so I'm going to do a circle around my a, square around my b. It's an a, so that's a circle, and a square around the b. So I can see there I've got 5a minus 2a, which gives me 3a, minus 3b plus b will give me minus 2b. Then we've got y plus 2x plus 2y plus 3x. So I'm going to go with my circles and my squares again. So now I can see I've got y plus 2y, which is 3y, and 2x plus 3x, which is 5x. Now this one's a little bit different. So it's all x's, but we have got some x squared in there. So you need to be careful that you don't try and group them together. The x's need to be separate to the x squared. So I'm going to do a circle on that one. Square around the x squared. Sorry, my drawing's a little bit off. I can keep that separate. And then a square there. So now I'm going to go in with 7x minus 3x, which is 4x. I'm going to do x squared, add 3x squared, which is 4x squared, and then plus 5. Oh, sorry about that, plus 5. Okay, and that is how we collect like terms and simplify an equation. So today I'm going to be going through completing a two-way table. If you'd like to watch this video using subtitles or closed captions, please use the button on YouTube where you can see the CC. So the aim of this quick lesson today is to be able to complete a two-way table. So I'm going to show you an example here. So students in years 7, 8 and 9 study French, German or Spanish. So we can see here 59 study French in year 7, 56 in year 8 and 35 in year 9. We can see here in Spanish, we don't know how many study French in year 7. We have 19 in year 8, 38 in year 9, and so on and so forth. So the aim of this question is to fill in all of the gaps. So I would always recommend to go for the easy ones first. So you can see here, if we add all these numbers together, we'll get the total. So on the calculator, I'm going to do 59, add 56, add 35. Which gives me 150. Okay, now I'm going to look for what the next easy one to do is. So you'll generally find it's one where there's only one gap missing. So here, for example, we've got one missing. There it was one missing. So now we're going to go for how many students in year 9 study German. So this one's going to work a little bit differently because I've already got the total. I need to find out what's here. So the best way to do this is 105, because that's my total, minus 38 minus 35, and that will give us our answer for here. So again, I'm going to do this on the calculator. So 105 minus 38 minus 35 gives me 32. Now I'm going to see which is the next easiest one to do. So here I've got one gap in this row, so this looks like a good one to do. So I've got my total of 400, so I'm going to do 400 minus 105 minus 180, and on my calculator that will give me 115. If I wasn't sure if my numbers were right, if I worked it out right, I could just simply add the numbers together and see if it gives me 400, which it does. Again, I could add these three numbers together and check that it gives me 105. So now I'm looking for another row that's only got one gap in it. So I'm going to go for here. So with this one, it'll be 180 minus 58 minus 59. And that will give me the answer for Spanish. And that gives me 63. So now I can either work out this one or I could work out this one. But I think what I'm going to do is add these numbers together to get my total here. So 63 add 19 add 38 gives me 120. Now I can either work out this one or this one, but I think I'm going to do this one. So for this one, it would be 400 minus 120 minus 150, which gives me 130. And then the final one, I can either work it out by taking 130 minus 32 minus 58, or I can go the other way because it's a two-way table and do 115 minus 19 minus 56. So I'm going to do 115 minus 19 minus 56, which gives me 40. Now when I look at the table, I can either add the columns up to check that they all look right, that they're all right, sorry, Or I can look at it as well and just see if the numbers look about right. So if I had, for example, 12 in here, but I had 63, 19 and 38 here, I would know that was wrong and I could double check my work.